Hello? There we go. Hello, six pack. Final birthday stream. Hello. I'm not turning my ring light on. Sorry. Usually I'd have like the ring light on, but I don't feel like it this time. Sorry. You're just gonna have to see me in the dark. I did not. Could you make a comment on my latest community post reminding me to check it out on your community post? Much appreciated. Scary Mask is stuck in my head. It was Bubblegum Bitch, and then it was what was the other one? Dollhouse. Now it's Scary Mask. Elephant's pretty good, I guess. So maybe them? Music. Music already on. Switch music. Okay. Elderly noises. Alrighty, let's go. Wham, wham, wham. Oh, hi, Dubs. I don't know what we're doing. Right. I need to explain something for Benny. Basically, I was just going to sort of talk about, like, how I sort of visualize and think about anatomy when drawing it. For some reason, my nose decided to be stuffy throughout the day, so that's fun. Sorry about that. Anyway, so I usually start off with the circle, like, up in this area. But then to go down to the chin, it gets a tiny bit thinner throughout each of the sides. That's something important to note. And if we're looking from the front or from the side, you will pretty much always be able to see one of the corners of the jaw, as seen in the blue. However, because of the way the sort of this is called cheekbones, I don't know, whatever this is sort of divided. There's also this separate plane here, so like if you're drawing it from another angle, let's say. I don't know. Let's say we're going like here. Here is this line here, because you wouldn't really see this because this is like back here, basically. Well, here. Then you'd see. I don't know. Really, just do whatever you can think of. But yeah, it just depends on the angle of the head. And then there's very thin bones in the neck, that create like this little V shape kind of going on here. And like that's very important for shading because it'll sort of like here. Let me. I get like cyan. Like it'll go like, well, I guess like this, and then because it'll be like rounded shapes, and like this and this. So that can help with like visualizing like the 3D shape and where to shade. Um, and then something to know about the collarbone. Um, it connects up to the shoulder bone. That's something pretty easy to remember. Essentially, think of this as like eyebrows in its own right. So, of course, you have eyebrows on the face, but like if someone's surprised, they'll usually like raise their shoulders, which will raise this basically. Pretty simple tip. The pectoral muscle will usually go in, not usually, will sort of leads into this upper arm muscle here, like this shouldery kind of muscle. Um, so like essentially you want to draw this leading into the arm wherever the arm's going. Um, something to note, depending on how defined you want muscles to be, is that oh nice. Um, the ab muscles aren't just in the front here, but you can also see them a bit coming along the side. And they will kind of come in from the side like that. Depending on how muscular the person is, there will be like a little V shape here going into the pelvis area, and then same thing here dividing up the leg area. And then arms and legs, very similar, all right? So we have this back here, which is very similar to this up here, and then a second then a second, like, a second, I guess, bit of muscle, just you see right here. And then it sort of curves. I guess it's kind of reversed down here, but it kind of curves out, then back in, out, then back in. If it does that on both sides with the arm, while with the leg, this part curves in and back. Because like legs aren't perfectly straight. It's not going to be like this. It's going to be more like this. If that makes sense. And then here, it gets kind of wider as it comes out. Something important to note. And then, yeah, it gets a tiny bit thinner, like right in this section here. And the heel will come out and back a little bit, just because balance reasons. Yeah. I don't really have much to say about this area here, but trying to think of anything else. That's kind of just it. It's just some very like basic keep in mind stuff. Knees, obviously they go here, but like knees are really annoying and complicated, and who understands knees? Not me. Also, if you're drawing ankles, ankles are sort of just the end of, I believe they're just the end of this bone here, right? Ankle will just be like, wham, you know? Well, maybe it's wham, but I don't know. Listen, I don't know bones. But hopefully that helps, at least in some way, when it comes to drawing different proportions. Um, and something to keep in mind when drawing animals is, yeah. But something to keep in mind when drawing animals is that they have a relatively like we all have a relatively similar bone structure. So like bird wing, okay, so let's look at person arm. So we have shoulder joint, we have elbow joint, and then wrist, and then here I'm gonna count this as one joint here, the hand. I don't know if I'm gonna get the bends correct here. Thank you. Happy Halloween if you celebrate. Um, now for like a bird's wing, it's a very similar structure here. Like here's the shoulder. I'm not ready. The elbow, the wrist, essentially like different fingers. Woo. Um, and like dog. If we're looking at like dog legs, let's look at the front and back legs. Arms and legs are relatively similar to each other as well. So like dog shoulder up here, elbow here. Um, this here, wrist and paw, or wrist right here. And yeah, I don't know if there's a joint here or not, but I don't know if I'm getting this exactly correct, but I I noticed when looking at like Billy, my puppy, that I like was able to identify what parts they would be on a person basically when it comes to like connections and bones and stuff. So like this here, this is the hip joint. See, this is relatively similar to this, but this just bends a different direction basically. Nice. Um, and then um, joint here, I think. I don't know. Maybe that's more wolf-like. Maybe joint here. I don't know. Listen, I'm not keeping track, but point is, you need to sort of know how to do like people anatomy before you can start doing or like start understanding like other animal anatomy. You know, it's like a good base to work from because it's so familiar. Um, yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna actually do anything interesting this stream, if I'm being honest. Um, I don't know. I haven't decided. I'm not sure what other sketches I want to do for Andy here, but honestly, I'm a monster. I mean, I don't know. I don't really have any specific ideas or needs for one. I mean, besides this right here, I need a Feast Ember and Perp Explorer. Perplex Explorer. Sorry, there we go. Monster, and then Fire, Feast Ember, and Perplex Explorer. There we go. That's so hard to say. Um, I don't really have any ideas for those combos yet. Okay, that's fine. Don't do that. Right, I was working on this earlier, off screen. My best friend asked me for a mushroom themed background for their birthday. So here it be. Still working on it, but yeah. Um this is like pen dip, right? Okay. Alright, I want this to be definitely brighter than the other one. Just because lighter equals more attention, like the more the eye is drawn to it. I'd love to do like art class teaching stream things. I think I'd be relatively okay with that. Oh, I was gonna use that layer for the tree here. That's why I had that color selected, which I no longer have selected. Wait, why don't I just... I don't know why I didn't do that. I would like to talk about my birthday. So, Friday, this wasn't really related to my birthday, but I'm counting it anyway because it was time spent with people I like. So, um, my siblings and I went to a haunted Halloween event for the local, not I guess local, I don't know, theme park. I don't know if it counts as local or not. Um, and nice. Um, and well, yeah, that was lovely. I didn't ride anything at the theme park, but it was nice seeing all the costumes. I pretty much just stayed off while everyone else rode, and I held the stuff. Um, well, with the group I was with, my mom was with the youngest niece, and the rest of us were basically like all together. Um, no idea why mask is stuck in my head, or scary mask is stuck in my head. Interesting. Okay. Um, so that was like really fun. Getting to just spend time with some people I like, and don't get to see often. Oh, I didn't. Did I color that in? I don't know if I colored that in. Um, and then my grandmother was like, "Hey, what do you want for your birthday?" And I was like, "I mean, I guess just to finish that game we were playing, Life is Strange True Colors." So we did that, and my favorite cousin ended up joining in, which was super cool. Um, I loved that. Uh, sorry, one sec. I absolutely loved seeing their shock at like one of the biggest plot twists in the game. I Someone was like, "I really trust this character," and then that character just kind of backstabbed the character you play as, Alex, and it was absolutely amazing watching just the absolute shock on my grandmother and cousin's face. I I love that in video games, like when I'm watching someone I like play a game and they're just like either absolutely terrified or absolutely shocked. Wait, as in the thing you're doing or the thing I'm doing? Because this isn't a sketch anymore. This is like the line art now. So that's what I did with my grandmother, except apparently we're also doing more on Saturday. Her and I are gonna be doing something. That's pretty exciting. Um, I'm not entirely sure what yet, but I look forward to whatever it is. Um, and instead of having like a birthday party this year, what I wanted to do was when my cousin was at like my grandma's house and we were all playing that game, um, she suggested bringing her Nintendo Switch over sometime and playing Switch Sports. I was like, okay, maybe I could also bring the Wii and we could do like Wii Sports too. Um, so that's kind of what I wanted to do in place of like a birthday party. I'm on the wrong layer. I'm on the entirely wrong layer. Um, why is it on the wrong layer? I love how it also included the edges of this color that is not the color I paint bucketed. That's my favorite. How it didn't do what I want it to. Okay. I mean, that's fair. Um, Alright, lines. Move this down here. There we go. Now it's on the right layer. Um, but then for today, I didn't have any actual plans for today. Um, I mean, I guess I did. I had plans to play with my friend, but we both decided to delay till tomorrow or the next day. Um, didn't I show you? What? I mean, it's literally just the default stuff minus the dip pen, which I scrolled through already. You can always rerun the stream to like, screenshot whatever you're looking for. I'm not sure if this is default or not, but every other brush I think is just default. So yeah. Um. Anyway, so that's all I wanted to do for my birthday. But I didn't want to. I wasn't planning to do anything on my actual birthday besides like play a game with a friend, which ended up being postponed anyway because I wasn't planning on being awake, but I ended up not sleeping at all. Um. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm not showing it again. I'm sorry. Um. Alright, not sure what I'm gonna do for the. Probably have this fade into the background, or fade this into the sky, the dirt into the sky. Yeah, that's what I was meaning to do. Um, but I woke up. My cousin was like, "Hey, I'm gonna bring something over for you. Like, do you want Starbucks?" And I was like, "Oh, sure. I'll have I forget what it even was. Uh, matcha iced matcha milk latte thing. And it was lovely. Um, and then she bought us China Walk, which was pretty great. Don't look that up. Don't dox me, please. I didn't even realize I just said the actual name of the place. Um, but that was quite lovely. I want to send this to my best friend because I just want to show them the progress. I might make this smaller actually. Oh, I have to adjust that. Okay. Forgot what I was doing. Uh, oops. I did it on the same layer. Why? This is what I wanted to do, not outright delete the layer. Anyway, what was I saying? I can't remember. Right. So my cousin came over, and uh, I mentioned that uh, I was trying to set it up so like we would do next or this coming Saturday, um, and have that be time with my grandmother and her. Uh, but she was like, I can like bring my Switch when I go to pick up the Chinese food. So she did, and uh, we ended up going over to my grandmother's to play it. My grandmother was there at the start, but then like went to her sister's like later on, or like not too far into it. Um, and okay, I'm gonna save this. I'm just gonna stop with that for right now. I'm gonna focus purely on talking, and then I'm gonna go. Um, all right, let's end meeting for all. Okay. Right. So where is it? Okay. Oops. That's not what I wanted to do. Sorry, I'm pressing things I'm not trying to. Oh, wait, it's gonna be offset by one because I added the new image. Okay. All right. So let's go to a full screen here. Okay. So my cousin and I ended up playing uh we play and Mario Kart and what was the other thing? Uh Switch Sports. So that was pretty fun. My voice is like dead after being up and talking for over 24 hours, like almost 48 hours. Um my I think just because of being outside, my nose is starting to stuff up too, but it's whatever. Um and then so like that was essentially what I wanted to do for my birthday, but I didn't plan to do it on my birthday, and I ended up doing it on my birthday, and it was a really fun time. Um, I my cousin seemed to enjoy herself, and I had an absolute blast. She's just so easy to get along with. She's one of like the best people, honestly. Um, but I what else? What else? So, like I said, Friday I spent time with my siblings. Got to see uh, my siblings, some nieces and nephews, as well as my aunt and uncle. But they didn't like that wasn't like a plan. They just happened to be there. Um, but and then today I spent time with my cousin, and we played some Nintendo stuff, Wii and Switch. Um, and then either tomorrow or the next day, I'm going to be playing or watching my friend play The Quarry, which is, I mean, yeah, that's kind of what I figured. I wasn't sure, like, if any. I didn't. I know most of them are not edited, but I wasn't sure if that one was edited or not. But that makes sense. Anyway, um, the shading pen. What do you mean shading pen? My settings for everything else are just the default. I know that for sure. Like the watercolor, the airbrush, the eraser, the felt tip pen, all the paintbrushes really. Um, they're all just the defaults. Dip bleed pen. Well, that's the thing I was going to the settings for. That's what I was showing you the settings for. That's, yeah. Anyway. And then Wednesday, no, sorry, Tuesday or Wednesday, I have plans with my friend to play the quarry or watch them play the quarry. What's the I change. I don't use a specific opacity. Um, for the I just change the opacity for whatever I'm doing. Usually, like for like line art, I will do and like flats, I keep it at 100% opacity. But like, it just depends what I'm shading. If I want it to have like a really, it depends how much control I want over the pen, or how big the area is. Like really, it's just mess around with it. Um, there's there's this fun meme I saw. It was like, it takes the threat mess around and find out. You know that one. Um, that's literally what you have to do in art. Mess around, find out. You know. That's all you can do. That's all I do. Um, but and then Thursday, I have plans with my best friend. They're going to come over here because they get off of school early, I believe. Um, don't know what we're gonna do, but eh. Anytime with them's a good time. Um, and then Friday, I have plans with my friend Ray. He popped into streams every now and again, but um, I felt like I owed it to him because I first off, he's my friend and I enjoy spending time with him, but also we made plans and I ended up canceling. So I figured I should make new plans. And then Saturday, like I said, grandmother plans. We're probably going to go to a restaurant or something. But I feel slightly ill from staying up for so long. And I know that's what it's from because I've done it before. So, I'm also very tired. So, I'm going, and my voice is shot, to go. I hope you have a lovely day or night, whatever it is for you. I know this one wasn't even an hour long, but I hope you enjoyed these art streams. I mentioned it on my Discord server. I think. Okay. But in the first stream, I said, "Oh, I'm gonna do some wiki stuff." I didn't. I'm not going to. I don't have plans to today. Um, but I. Oh wait, let me turn. Oh wait, why is the background off? There we go. Um. Anyway. Um. I'm either gonna do that off camera or just another time. It just didn't happen. Sorry. Um, official Sparky Wiki coming some other time, I guess. But that's all for this time. I hope you have a lovely day or night, whatever it is for you. I know I said that really fast, but whatever. Goodbye, and happy Halloween to those of you who celebrate. Goodbye.